Hey y'all, good evening. Soulmate and checking in. We're gonna look at some news tonight. First of all, I'm gonna greet the people. How y'all doing? I almost wasn't gonna go live tonight because I really been having some issues with the audio at my computer, and I know that it's better to do the live from the computer because you have more control and everything over the settings, but the volume is just not kicking. So I think I've got some better speaker traction using the iPad. And I was gonna pretty much not go live because I'm like all super discouraged or whatever, but it's not time for that right now. It's time to stick to the mandates. And I made my commitment that I'm gonna post live on Tuesdays and Saturdays, and even if it's a current events issue, which is what we're gonna do tonight, and definitely, dealing with some other issues. So we're gonna be probably doing the lives this way, but I'm definitely gonna try to mix it up as much as I can and still give you guys like wicked good content. So if it's your first time kicking it with soul, just do the thing we supposed to do, like, comment, share, subscribe. Definitely gonna try to do Kicking It with Soul live on Tuesdays and Saturdays at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And we're gonna cover different varieties of topics. We're not gonna just stay to one topic. We definitely we love current events over here. We love biblical events. We talk about prophecy. We want to talk about living righteous. We want to talk about Hebrew living and how all of that's integrated into life as a whole and how we can live better and live forward and move going into these end times. But yeah, we're going to get into a whole bunch of stuff. And so tonight I want to talk about Tesla. Tesla kills again. Um, straight out of LA, Fox 11 News, mystery surrounds death of USF student Christopher Lane, found dead in Tesla. And so this guy, they've been looking for this guy, a couple of days now. And he's 21, of course. Some of this stuff is so ritualistic at this point. He's 21, so we all know that equals three. And we all know that some of this news is ritualistic in order to harness our emotions. And we will talk more about that. If you want to dig into those kinds of topics and you're interested in those kinds of things, then leave a comment. That's how I'll know that you want to talk about it. February 28th, this guy left his house to go on a road trip. He kind of just like jumped up as a 21-year-old and said, I want to just go on an impromptu road trip, and that he just was out. And then all of a sudden, they didn't hear from him anymore. Social media inactive. The Tesla was inactive. He had plans with his friends from when he was going to get to where he was going. I think he was going to like Irvine, California, or something like that, because he's a student at University of San Francisco, and he broke his plans with his friends and didn't meet up with them, and his family started to really get worried. Like they really started feeling pressed, like scared for his life, and they started asking questions. Um, his brother Jerry is the one that reported him missing and was like, "I'm concerned for his life." He missed the return date for the car. He missed his classes, and this was the first time that Christopher, the victim, had even driven since he got his license, and he also never booked a hotel before. So my thing is, this young guy, he is only 21 years old, never drove yet, never even booked a hotel room yet. Um, and his brother posted that he has mental health issues. So you kind of get over in the space of, did this guy rent the Tesla to maybe program it to drive himself off the cliff? Now that's a speculation, but it seems very interesting to me that it would be his first time driving. He got the driver's license in March, never drove yet, purposely just jumped up and left his family to go on an impromptu trip and then rents a Tesla. And we know that you can set a Tesla to auto drive, autopilot, okay? So you got to kind of watch for the hook on some of this stuff before you get your emotions all in a bind. You know, it's quite possible that this guy committed suicide and used the Tesla to do it. Now, Tesla, though, has been racking up the kills. Um, a Tesla car a few days ago, March 2nd, 2022, okay, came to a complete stop on the interstate highway and caused a crash that killed 3 people, okay? 3 people. This was on the I-70 in Independence, Missouri. Two vehicles crashed into it and killed 3 people overall. So it's like, first they speculated that it was a mechanical issue, but now they're saying that they don't know what made the car stop. So, as far as the NTSB, you know, Tesla has killed, you know, let's not say Tesla has killed, but like, they're in a Tesla. Tesla kills again. I mean, upwards of 11 to 15 people so far have died in Teslas. So the question then becomes, are we able to fully trust automation yet? Are we able to fully trust automation yet? And I think that's the question that we need to really try to start asking ourselves. Um, what it is that we give up when we put our lives into the hands of 100% automation. Um, our lives are in God's hands ultimately, that's no doubt. But what are we saying? Are we saying anything to God when we put our hands 100% into the hands of automation and 100% into the hands of people that think they're gods? These people have pretty blatant reputations at this point. Elon has a reputation. Um, all you've got to do is Google him and Grimes and that alien baby that they're having, um, that they have, and who knows, what else they're growing in their lab. These people's reputations are not hidden from us, okay? And I just wonder if we need to start really asking ourselves, what are we saying to God when we 100% put our faith and our lives in the hands of men, and men that we know good and well do not have anything to do with God, do not care about God, do not trust in God, have no use for God, and don't even believe in his existence, and would sooner crush us as people that believe in God like ants on the ground. What are you saying when you 100% put your life in the hands of these people, these demigods, okay? Um, so right now, Tesla and their vehicle, their automated vehicle, autopilot, whether or not you tell a driver not to be distracted, these people know the nature of people. There's only one reason that you're gonna market hands-free driving, is that so people can be doing other things while they're driving, doing other things with their hands while they're driving, okay? So Tesla is on their way to upwards of 15 people dead. And these deaths are just going where? To what end are they even reporting these deaths? Who's stopping anything? No one. Okay. So, you know, what can you do that a computer can't? And that's what you need to start figuring out. Just straight up right now, start asking yourself, what can I do that a computer cannot do? And if you cannot come up with anything, you better start doing some hard thinking, because it's going down. People are fully putting their faith and their lives and their trust 100% in the hands of computers. And that means soon they're not going to need you to do anything that a computer cannot do. Okay? So, Psalms 118, verse 8, reading from the English Standard Version: It is better to take refuge in the Lord than to trust in man. Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and do not lean on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will make straight your path. I'm going to leave it with 1 Corinthians 2, 5. That your faith might not rest in the wisdom of men, but in the power of God. And that's my point tonight, that your faith should not rest in the wisdom of men. Because here's what the wisdom of men is all about right now. The wisdom of men is all about depopulation. That's what the wisdom of men are very busy trying to figure out. The wisdom of men right now is trying to figure out how to make you use less resources so that they may have more resources. Okay? um, they're really not concerned about you. They're not concerned about me. They're not concerned about you. They're concerned about one thing and one thing only. They're concerned about the dollar bill. Okay? If Elon Musk was so concerned about you, about me, about us, and he knew that these cars were killing people, they will pull them off the market. He has enough money to pull the Teslas off the market. People aren't going to die if he pulls the Teslas off the market, but people are going to die if he leaves the Teslas on the market, because we've had 2 incidents just this month. Okay. So, what is he doing to make sure that people aren't dying? And what are we doing to make sure that we're not dying at the hands of these people by just putting our lives in their hands willy nilly? Why are we jumping to go so fast, to cars that drive themselves? We don't even need to be doing that yet right now. Drive yourself. Don't put your life in the hands of these people. Don't put your life in the hands of these people. They could care one whit about you. They are concerned about the dollar bill, y'all. That doesn't include you. So I say 100%, it is not time to fully trust automation. If Tesla cars are just killing people left and right, then I think we need to think hard and fast about where we're putting our trust and what we are saying to God when we put our lives 100% in the hands of wicked men that we know don't give a rat's you know what for us, for our God, for our lives, for anything. If anything, they're more than happy to see more of us die. So, yeah, Tesla kills again. Another young man gone either by his own hand, by knowing he could program that Tesla to kill himself, or worse still, the Tesla just killed somebody else. Anyway, y'all, thanks for kicking it with Soul. Sorry I'm a little incognito until I get some things together. I hope the audio is better just by me using the iPad. So we just gonna roll and we're gonna do it like nightclub style for right now. But I'm gonna try to keep it hot, keep it fresh. Y'all be cool, don't get nothing on you. And remember, ego's my trip, but humble never stumbles. Soul made and out.